Hello there, I hope you are doing well today. So in today's video, I'm going to be taking you inside one of my recent private coaching sessions where my client Martino and I are working on building a drum track completely from scratch just to fit around one of his songs. And Martino, if you're watching, thank you again for allowing me to share some of our discussion with everybody here. I hope that this can be beneficial to everybody. So in this first section, Martino is going to be showing me the work that he's done based on our previous session where I assigned him to create a drum track to fit around the chorus specifically of one of his songs. And just to give a little bit of context, the chorus so far is broken up into two separate sections. So it's 4 measures of 8 beats each per section. So equaling 8 measures of 8 beats total. So there's like a part A and then there's a part B. So Martino's main challenge that he's facing right now is how to build up the second half of the chorus, as well as how to find the right transition into the verse that's going to follow. So that's what we're going to be focusing on in this discussion. And if you're into this kind of stuff, but you're new to drum programming and you've been struggling with trying to figure out how to do this, I've put together a free training that you can find at the link in the description below. It's going to walk you through how to work with pre-existing MIDI drum grooves, as well as some simple tricks that you can implement to create beats from scratch that will actually sound like a real drummer. So if you're interested, grab that at the link in the description below. All right, so let's get into it.
So basically, I recorded the chords and also some stupid bass line just to have something running below that. But it's just an example. So first, I want you to listen to the drums only.
Sure.
All right. So it's like that. Second part is a little bit more boring.
That's really interesting where you place the crash cymbal. That's cool. That's a cool accent.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I did.
That's cool.
Actually, yeah, the second part is a little bit more boring because I concentrated more on the adding some cymbals and the fill. So on the second part, I should probably also add like here you see there is only one cymbal, I think. There's only one, but here I definitely want to add some of them, right. And also I tried to end the chorus, but I left it as it was in the MIDI file from Toontrack because here it's a little bit. I need to connect it to the next section, right? And I don't know well how to do
it's gonna be yet.
Right. This is my piano roll with Reaper. So you see here, these are the cymbals. This one. Yep. So it's like this. So here actually, I'm not sure whether this is the one I added and this one. So I don't know how real this is. So, I mean, if a real drummer would play these two or can play these two at the same time. So these things I don't know.
Okay, so I just want to pause here for a second and talk about this next section because as somebody who's not a drummer, I've caught myself many times writing beats that wind up sounding a little bit unrealistic due to something really simple like a misplaced hit here and there, which is super easy to do. It's super easy to get sucked into the creative freedom that programming drums can allow you, as you really can do anything you want in essence, right? But the thing I always have to keep an eye on for myself is, I have to think, if I brought this beat to a real drummer, would they be able to play it? That's kind of like the ongoing question that I have in my head. So even if you're not a drummer, doing something as simple as like air drumming a beat just to figure out what limbs can do what at any given time can go a really long way with helping you to determine what's going to sound realistic. So my question for you is, what's beneath those two crash cymbals? Is that a snare hit?
Which one? This?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a snare.
Yeah, so in this case, you would have to get rid of one of those crashes because realistically, if you think like a drummer, right?
Yeah.
Virtually impossible to hit two crashes at once with both hands, and then you'll have to like hit the snare with your leg or something like that. You know what I mean? And these are things that we all do this, by the way. Like I caught myself.
So you mean that I would either keep the cymbals or the snare?
You can keep one of the cymbals, I think.
I see.
Like if you want to keep the snare and a cymbal sound, you would have to get rid of one of the cymbals.
Let me try to mute this 1 second.
Sure.
And this one. So I just want to listen to it. Oh, so it's quite.
So in this section, we explore some alternatives to make the drums sound realistic without losing any of the impact that Martino has created in this section. And there's a number of different ways that you can do this, and they're all really, really, really simple.
I mean, the effect is quite heavy, I would say. I mean, I can hear that there is a missing snare.
Absolutely.
Or missing something, right?
You've got choices. What you can try out, instead of having it be a snare drum hit, you can make it a kick, because a kick is a great accent. Like it's a great way to support that crash.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also realistic, right? Like you can hit the kick drum and then hit both cymbals. Like drummers do that.
So wait a second, because here I also have this one. So this is the closed hat, I think, right? This was in the MIDI file.
So I'm assuming like that. Yeah, that is probably like the drummer is pedaling that with maybe his left foot, something like that. I'm guessing. And which you can do if you want to. With me, if I don't trust myself in my knowledge about like how a drummer would do it, like in that case, like if the drummer played that, right, but I have a crash there, I'd probably just delete that one hi-hat hit to make space for the crash.
Yeah,
that's me. But again, if that's what the drummer actually played in the beat.
No, I understand. So let me listen to it again. And you said that it could make sense to add a kick.
Yeah, like why not just to test it out, drag one of those snare hits down to the kick?
Yeah.
And just listen to it. Makes it a lot more impactful.
Okay. Yeah, now I can listen to the kick. Yeah,
right. It's got that weight to it.
Sure.
So that's an option.
No, that's an option. Yes.
I keep interrupting on here. I'm sorry. It's so rude. But I wanted to cut in once again just to bring up an important point that I had to kind of learn the hard way. And after speaking with some real drummers and getting their feedback, I finally learned to implement this really simple trick. If you have two of the exact same cymbal hits in the same measure, it can run the risk of sounding robotic. So a great way to breathe some life into your song section can be just as simple as swapping one cymbal for another. It's a super quick way to keep things from sounding fake. So let's check that out real quick. And here's a suggestion.
Yeah.
Because I see bar 5, you have two of the exact same cymbal hits. Now, is that like part of the stock pattern, or did you write those?
You mean these two?
Yeah.
No, I wrote these two.
Okay. As a suggestion, I would make one of those different from the other one. So it's not the exact same thing, because that's going to make it sound a little bit more human.
Okay. So maybe I could keep like one like this.
Exactly. And you could leave the other as is and do something different.
And one like this.
Yeah.
Or maybe like this, so that I have 3 different combinations.
Exactly.
And then we said we removed the closed hat, and also we want to add a kick. So this, I will move it down to a kick.
Keep in mind, all these things that I'm saying are just suggestions. especially regarding like the kick instead of a snare, like spend some time with it and listen back and just see how you feel about it. And
yeah, sure.
but
Let me just listen up to here, just to
okay.
listen to this variation here. Aha, yeah, this I like.
Okay.
I mean, the different combination, I like that. Yeah. Okay, I think I know where I want to go with this chorus.
Perfect. All right, there you have it. So thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time, and I hope you were able to get a ton out of this. And if you'd like to check out the original version of Martino's song, you can do so by going to the link at the description below. I'll include that in there. And also, if you feel like you're in the same boat as Martino and you're trying to finish your own music, but you need some help getting there and you would like to work one-on-one, head to another link in the description below to fill out a short questionnaire to schedule a free 15-minute consultation call just to see if we would be a good fit for private songwriting coaching sessions once a free spot opens up. And I'm just curious, what do you think about this format? Is this something that you would like to see more of, these types of videos where I'm working with clients, or would you like me to focus more on like tutorial-based stuff? Let me know in the comments. Thanks again.